Now, the course of a river can be compared with human life. How? The upper or the mountainous course is called the youthful stage of our human being. Similarly, middle or plain course is compared with the matured stage of a human, and lower plain course is compared with the old stage of a human being. How in the upper course, why it is youthful saying? Because in the upper course the river's erosive power is more, velocity is very high, then it comes from a very high steep, so it is representing the youthful or the active stage of a human being, when the human being is also becomes very energetic in carrying out his activities. Next, middle or plain course means going to the matured stage, where the river is slowly going to the stage of calmness, whereas erosive power is getting slower day by day, symbolizing the matured stage of a human being. Similarly, the lower or the lower plain course is representing the old stage, where the river is losing all its erosive action and cannot do any more erosion, and it has reached to the old stage of a human being, where during the old stage of a human being is also at a stage where he or she cannot carry out their activities, just like the youthful or the matured stage. Landforms formed in the upper course of a river. Gorge and V-shaped valley. The river wears away its bed due to the downcutting process by the vertical erosion and creates narrow vertical sides. This type of feature is created by the rivers of the Himalayas. I-shaped valley. It is formed again by the downcutting process and creates steep-sided vertical valley, and it depicts like the I, an English alphabet, and hence produces an I-shaped valley. Canyon. Canyon is formed by a fast flowing river that cuts the valley and its river bed and creates a deep valley with steep vertical walls. It mainly occurs in the areas where little rainfall occurs. For example, Grand Canyon of the Colorado River. Interlocking spar. The downcutting process of the river deepens the valley. It happens due to the twist and turn of the river. This twist and turn movement happens due to the presence of some resistant rocks, and it develops concave banks at the bends. The spars which develop on either side, they are looks like interlocking with each other. These interlocking spars are a series of protrusions for the winding course of the young river. Okay, so for the winding course of the young river, this interlocking spar presents a brilliant landforms. Waterfalls. So a sudden fall of river from the upper rock bed to the lower rock bed is called the waterfall. It mainly occurs when there are the presence of hard rock beds as well as the soft rock beds, and the soft rock beds gets eroded by the river, and only the hard rock beds lie there as a result. So these hard rock beds attain an altitude from which the river jumps into the lower level and forms the waterfall. For example, the waterfall of river Saravati, that is the Yog waterfalls in India, is famous. Thank you, children. Rapids. Rapids are formed when the river flows across the bands having the unequal resistance. The weaker bands or the softer rocks gets eroded easily, and only the harder rocks remains, over which the river jump and flow rapidly, creating the rapids. Such falls of greater dimensions are called cataracts. That means the falls of greater size are called cataracts. Potholes. So potholes are formed when the river flows on a mountain slope which is uneven and steep in nature. This fast flowing river water swirls or move in a circular direction. The stones and the pebbles which are carried along with it, they create some depressions on the river bed. These holes and pits are called potholes. Every river on a mountain builds up this type of potholes. So as the river valleys on the mountainous areas are in its young stage or the initial stage, or you can say in its upper course, that's why the river mainly does the work of erosion as well as transportation. And along with that, a little bit of deposition it also does. Thank you, children. Homework. This homework you will do from chapter number 5, River. You all will complete question number A, B, C, D and E in your geography textbook by using pencil only, and you will submit it in the Google Classroom of Geography on tomorrow morning within 10 a.m. Late submission and untidy work will not be checked. Children, be punctual and do submit your work on time. Don't be late. Do your work in the geography textbook only. Otherwise, your work will not be checked. And also use pencil for doing your work. Excluded part from exam. Children, in your textbook page number 61, this paragraph, see the first, second, third and fourth paragraph in the mountain or upper course from here till this, as well as on the banks and near the mouth of the river. This portion you don't have to study for your exams. Okay, don't cut fact bites. Fact bites you have to study, but this portion you don't have to study. Understood? Only don't study this explanatory part, but this diagram you will study, or diagram you will practice. No need to study this explanatory part from here, from in the mountain or upper course, from there till as well as on the banks or near the mouth. Cut this portion. Only from here you will study fact bites and this diagram. Thank you, children.